June has come to a close, bringing us some brilliant games big and small, covering a wider range of genres that will keep many happy. But we're not here to talk about those games today. No, today we're going to look further afield, at the games coming out in July. More specifically, the games that have us itching with excitement to play. So sit back and chill while myself and the boys at the Republic of Players tell you what games are tickling our fancy in July. And I'll get the ball rolling with a game that has been on my mind for quite some time, that game being Cris Tales. Upon foreseeing this game, it was definitely the art style and animations that caught my attention because this game looks downright gorgeous, like, my god, that 2D art style. It's enough of a selling point by itself alone. But it's so much more interesting beyond that. Its gameplay is turn-based, which is a huge turn-on for me, but what really has me captivated is how they use the concept of time and how you see the past, present and future is going to be used. From solving puzzles to using it in combat to change how your foes work. And what I mean by that is if you send someone to the future, they'll be older and that might affect their speed, slowing them down, but it could boost other stats for them. I feel the utilization of time will be such an incredible component to this game that will make it stand out and shine so brightly and offer a fresh outlook on turn-based fights, while also keeping the familiarity of other turn-based games it's taking inspiration from, offering something old but new to drag people in. I haven't delved into what they have revealed of the story too much, as I want to go in as blind as possible when I play this game, as I love myself a good story based around time. And also a biggie is there does seem to be more than one ending, which will create great replay value for the game. And I just can't wait to play it. I just want it in my hands now. Cris Tales is coming out on July 20th, and if you're a fan of turn-based RPGs, this is one to keep your eyes glued to, lads.
The game I'm looking forward to most this month is Neo: The World Ends With You. It is coming out on Switch and PS4 on July 27th. It has been developed by Square Enix and HAND. This is a sequel to a 2007 Nintendo DS game called The World Ends With You, and I'm genuinely shocked this game exists. That was a sort of bizarre sort of JRPG set in like real life Shibuya in Japan, in which you competed in a series of games to see who lives, and it was a really odd game. It took a use of the two screens quite well, where you'd have two different types of combat on top of the screen and bottom screen, and it was a very stylish game. It's a game developed by Tetsuya Nomura of Kingdom Hearts and Final Fantasy VII Remake fame, so if you're not into belts and zips, the aesthetic of these games probably isn't for you. The World Ends With You was always a cult game, and seeing it getting a sequel now of all times is something I'm very excited for. It's, as far as I know, it's set in real life Japan again in Shibuya, and it's the same idea of the Reaper game starts again, only this time with a whole new cast of characters and full 3D graphics. And it's going to be interesting to see where Nomura brings this franchise. He seems to have an interest in bringing this back for a while. The World Ends With You was a world in one of the Kingdom Hearts games, and in the most recent game there was a secret ending scene that involved the characters and the area from The World Ends With You. So I always think he always had a soft spot for this series and wanted to do more with it, and I for one am excited to see him get the chance. It can be a bit overdone, but I'm quite a fan of his ostentatious fashion style that he puts into his games. So yeah, another month, another Japanese RPG. That's kind of my thing. Bye everyone.
Hey everyone, Ronan here, and the game that I'm most looking forward to next month is Eldest Souls. Now, everyone knows that I'm a massive Dark Souls fan. I love Bloodborne, Sekiro. This is basically a love letter to those games. Developed by Fallen Flag Studio, this is actually their debut game, and it's a 4-man team, and they've been working on Eldest Souls for about a year now. The game itself is described as a challenging, boss rush, Souls-like action-adventure RPG. It is said as the player, you will explore a forgotten citadel in search of the old gods. The temple prison will contain interesting NPCs, exciting quests, and dark mysteries. I actually cannot wait to play this game. It looks absolutely gorgeous, and it's set to release on July the 29th, right at the end of the month. So I'm going to be picking this up, and all the best to Fallen Flag Studio. it's very difficult to create video games, and it can take a long time. So for a 4-man indie team to make something as beautiful looking as this, my hat's off to them. I'm looking forward to this one.
Hey everybody, John here, aka 2 for Gaming, and the game I am looking forward to in July is Ender Lilies, Quietest of the Nights. Now, I'll be real with you, I'd never heard of this game, and I did a little bit of research into some of the games coming out in July, and this one really kind of stood out to me. It's a 2D Metroidvania platformer game, so already completely in my wheelhouse. Like, I love games like Hollow Knight and stuff like that, and the first thing that caught me was the art style. I think it's really nice looking, but also I love a good tidy platformer, and that's what it looks like, because it's already out for Steam and Switch, and on Steam it's got like overwhelmingly positive reviews, so it definitely looks like something that's in my wheelhouse. You play as like this, like, from what I can see, you play as like this little girl who she's doing the platforming, she's who you control, but she's like this defenseless little girl, but she has like this spirit of this knight embedded into her soul, so she calls on him to do the attacks for her. Now, what I was reading up about the game is that when you defeat bosses, you purify them, and then you can use their spirits both in combat and for using their unique techniques to traverse the platforming sections, which I think is a really cool thing. But yeah, it looks really cool. I think you should check it out. It's coming out July 6th on PS5 and PS4.
And that is the games that we are super duper excited for in this month. Are any of you going to be picking up these games? Or is there another game we didn't mention coming out this month that you're dying to get your hands on? Let us know down in the comments. Well, until next time, take it easy. This has been the Republic of Players.